the years, me and the boys have watched a ton of ant videos. So today, we're gonna be looking at 1 hour of ant videos. Make sure to sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy.
Queen Ant, and she has the next 1,000 days
Oh,
to create
she
an
fell.
empire.
Pop off,
But
queen.
a rival colony is watching their every move, and if she fails,
Weird.
they will wage a war, destroy
Whoa.
her home,
Oh, wow.
and take over mine.
Oh, wow. Things are about to get very real very fast.
Everything
Oh my
depends
God.
on her. So over the first few days, she creates a nest, and if we
Wow.
look underground,
That was impressive.
her first generation is underway.
She did that all by
But in
herself.
the world
Larvae.
above,
It's actually going to be insane because she's literally one ant. Like one ant.
She's a single mom, and she's laying eggs that will eventually turn into an entire ant army.
Yeah, literally keep that in mind because I think by the end there will be thousands and thousands of ants.
Yeah, and it sounds like there's going to be an ant war
Yeah.
later on in this video. That's kind of messed up. He's setting up these ants to go to war.
Whoa, whoa.
It's kind of mean.
Ants fight. That's what they do.
face competition and rival colonies. Their journey has only just begun.
Aww,
She will
so
never
cute.
leave the safety of
She
her
is
nest.
not cute.
So she creates
Oh,
workers
her
to
first
serve
babies.
and protect
The
her.
worker ants.
But the enemy has already arrived.
Oh, dude, give him some time.
Wild
Give him some time.
On the hunt.
Adam, it's been 64 days.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but there's only 3 of them. It is pretty hilarious, though, that once an ant is born, the mom is like, "Work, you baby peasant! Go find food!" Like, literally the second they're born.
And fun fact, most of the ants in an ant colony are actually females.
That's not fun. That's just a fact.
But it's a fun fact.
I'm not having fun.
A hunt for new territory.
Pink.
Yeah, get out of
This
here.
wild colony lives
How's
on
that?
my
Awesome
windowsill.
edit.
Oh my god.
Ew.
The
Hey, why would he
workers
do
act
that?
quickly. They are beginning to build a wall.
Dr. Plant has the best
They
time
will
lapses.
stop at nothing to protect
is
their
epic.
queen.
The camera
And pretty
quality is
soon,
insane, too.
Their
Oh.
entrance is sealed.
Oh, that's
Actually
smart.
kind of smart, yeah.
But war is coming.
Why-
and
why
if
are
they
they
want
sealing
to
the entrance?
survive, they will need
So nobody
an
can find
army.
them.
And for that,
Yo.
they need food. They specialize in collecting seeds.
This is crazy. This is real
Their
life.
job is
So
to
does Alec.
transport them underground, where they store them in a bakery.
That's so cool.
It's
Here,
amazing.
They ground and crush the seeds into bread, ant bread.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. We should package. You know how people package up bee honey? We should do ant bread and sell it. That could be $1 billion business right there.
Adam, I don't know if it tastes as good as the honey.
We can make it work. Some people say it's like honey, but it's 95% something else, and then they just add the honey part.
It's a great idea, Adam. You should do it. You got it.
Ant bread.
Yep, you got it.
Ooh, maybe you can get our Aunt Claudia to help.
What?
She's a baker.
Oh, okay.
It's the perfect food for their growing larvae. And
Ew!
70 days later,
It's
the
already been
results
140
are
days. Let's see
clear.
how many they got.
Wow.
They got a lot.
There was
So
a
it's been like
population
4.5
boom,
months.
all powered by their tiny bakery.
I'm counting 20, maybe 30.
But the new workers are weak
Oh,
and
Aw.
clumsy.
How did they
They
survive that
need
any
fall?
human would have
like
died, yeah.
honey.
Wow.
Yet
Oh, there's the honey,
stayed
Adam.
Shook it off like it was
untouched
nothing.
for days until it was discovered by a wild ant. Thankfully,
How are they
she's
getting in
alone.
there?
Wait, is that the different
Or so
species?
I
Yeah, that's a
thought.
different species.
They launched an
Whoa!
attack. This is nothing compared to the war.
Let our
Yet
army
the
grow a little
colony
bit,
is
dang.
overrun.
Dude, this is
This is messed
crazy.
But I tried to save as many of our
Aw,
ants as
poor
I
ant.
could.
No.
Oh,
No.
did you? Did you? Why don't you save all of them by putting a lid on top? He's acting like he's trying to save as many as he could, you know?
It's actually pretty sad. I don't like that.
I think Dr. Plant, he wanted to make it as realistic as he possibly could, you know, to let in some other things, but I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that he let a wild ant colony inside when they only have like 30 ants.
I know, he's got to at least give them like another 300 days to build. Let them build their army.
That would be like letting Alec go into a nursery and beat up a bunch of toddlers.
That's so true.
Let's make that happen, but just for scientific purposes, not because I would have any joy in doing that. There's that a side effect of that project.
Are we still talking about ants or fighting toddlers?
Fighting toddlers and me doing it. No?
I'll make the call.
I
But
feel
it
such
was
a strong
already
personal bond
Too late.
with these red ants.
Damage had already
It's like my
It's gonna
family.
make me cry. They're taking over the entire thing.
The
I
black
spent
ants are
hours
crazy.
removing the enemy.
Like, Like, how are they getting in there?
By one, by
Well, Adam,
one.
There's
said it
no
best,
way he
there's
didn't
no
put
way.
it there. There's so many.
That's true. There's
There's so many.
Wow.
Oh,
Most
That's
of
the entire
colony
army.
did not survive.
they're all dead.
Is the queen
Oh,
okay?
oh, that one's
And
suffering.
those that
Ah,
did
just put it out of
are
its misery.
badly injured.
Oh, what happened to him?
Ah,
He
yeah.
got bit a million
Ants are
times.
one of the
No.
few animals
Oh,
that respect
honey,
their
are you
dead.
okay?
So the remaining few
Are they gonna-
build a graveyard.
What?
Whoa.
Ants are so much like humans, it's kind
It is
of disturbing.
almost
I think they have their own
unbelievable.
way of communicating that is
Do you
very
think they
more
have a
complicated
Jesus?
than that we think.
Do you think there's
Oh,
an
no.
ant Jesus out
They
there?
might
They
have their
may
own
have
ant
lost the
religion.
battle,
An ant religion
but
right now
will
is
they
Dr.
win
Plant.
the war?
That's true. He kind of is their
The
god.
colony is weaker than ever, but
literally
they
is.
still need honey to survive.
I've never been
Last
so
time,
emotionally
it
invested
caused
in
a
an ant
disaster.
colony.
This time,
There we
they
go.
act with caution and begin to feed.
Ooh, this will make them strong.
They're so hairy. Oh my, they got that Alec beard. Look at that.
What?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
I don't know. It's kind of cute a little bit, you know? It's got like its little eyeball and it's got like all the antennas.
The way to tell if something's cute or not is if that ant was human size, would you run or would you go over and pet it?
Like the size of a dog.
No, the size of a human.
I would be kind of scared.
Exactly. Not cute.
But if you were the size of an ant, you would be cute.
Yeah, we all know I'm cute. What are you talking about?
I was talking to Alec.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean? I didn't even say anything in that conversation. How did I get roped into that and get called ugly at the same time?
Jack said you're cuter than me.
Okay, let's nickname this ant Alex. So it's different. Ooh, eat that up, Alex.
But then
something
something
gets me
remarkable
wiggly.
happens.
Oh,
He's shoving that booty in there.
They're
Whoa, whoa,
covering
that's
the
his
honey
head.
in dirt
Wait, what is he doing?
and debris.
Why? They're ruining it.
Oh wait, maybe they're trying to make a giant
It is
ball.
genius.
Maybe like it's like
They're hiding
cement.
it from the wild colony.
Oh.
Protecting the honey means protecting their queen.
Okay.
Wait a second, they're smarter
They're
than
camera
us.
She's the only
flashing their
one in the
food
nest who
source.
can lay eggs. If she dies, the rest of the colony is
She's
doomed.
got a lot of eggs.
But
That
with
is
her
true.
survival, the colony thrives.
She's just pooping all day long. I've been there before. It's not that bad.
We've all been there. We are jumping all the way to day 360. It's been a full year.
Well,
Whoa,
that means
whoa.
that they are still surviving and
Whoa,
thriving.
Day 600,
Day 600!
the colony had become a fortress.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's awesome. They have like a full mansion down there.
But it is time to put their defenses to the test.
Hey, no,
Here
don't.
are 100 fruit flies.
Don't do that.
Why would you do
Oh,
that?
it's just fruit flies.
Annoying
It's just fruit
and
flies.
a lot like
As soon as he puts them in there, aren't they just gonna all fly away? Or did he chop their wings off?
I think that it's a certain type of fruit fly that can actually fly. So
What a
it's-
lame type of fly. It's a fly that can't fly.
Imagine being called a fly and you literally can't fly. That's literally in your name. That's embarrassing.
It'd be like if your last name was Walker and you were paralyzed.
the ants begin to
Come on.
panic while many of the flies stand still. If they don't move, then they may remain unseen.
it's
But
plotting.
this
Yes.
one makes a run for it.
It does look like
You know they throw
And
up
so
on their
does
food.
that one, and that one,
Ooh,
and
swatted.
that one.
Swatted. Bink.
But
Bang.
this one,
Swatted. Oh my gosh, what are they doing?
he is the first
Is it bad?
kill
I don't
of
feel bad
many.
at all for the flies.
I hate
Should
flies.
I?
I want every
I
fly
feel
to die.
so
in
excited
entire
for the
universe.
ants. I want these ants to become the
Even
biggest
though they
ant
caught
colony.
most of the
It's like my
flies,
family now.
A few managed to escape.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
The
They're so
escaped
devious.
Flies were not as safe as
Uh-oh.
they thought.
Oh!
Oh,
Out of
he
the frying
literally
pan.
just walked.
Dude, just imagine you think you're safe, like you leave the cold colony, you're like, oh, my whole life's ahead of me, and boom, an entirely bigger army.
He's like, freedom!
Guys, he's not dead yet. Maybe he survives.
The wild colony. Their numbers have grown so large.
Oh,
they've
God,
spread
it's
far
so
beyond
dead.
my windows
The fly was like,
and
get off me, stop it.
overtaken by
Stop.
animal room.
Oh.
My
Nemo.
pets aren't a fan of their new roommate.
Oh.
Aw, poor Froggy.
Dude, he should call an
It seems
exterminator.
Our colony is not as prepared.
Instead of hiring an exterminator, getting this done for like $100, instead his big plan was to wait 1,000 days to grow a competitive army. Then that army will be big enough to take out those ants.
I mean, yeah, I could see Ants Canada doing this, but Dr. Plant doing this was not in my 2025 bingo board.
That's more of a Dr. Doofenshmirtz plan right there.
thought. So over the next year, our colony became an empire.
Wow.
I wonder if
there's
these
like
are
12
ant
more
days or
rooms.
if these are
wild
real days.
colony acted in
I think
parallel.
real days.
Both of them are fully preparing for war. But this one escaped into my kitchen I didn't know why until I returned.
Uh-oh.
There was an all-out
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, the war began.
Down.
and the enemy
my God.
had already made their way under.
No!
Invading the colony. No.
So it's been 600 days, but we forget that like our army was growing, we know that, but the other army was also growing for that 600 days. So they're probably like 5 times the size that they were earlier.
Adam, this is a mass bloodbath right now. What are you talking about? Shut up.
I hate this. I didn't
They
want to watch
have to
this.
save
This
the
is
queen.
Oh, the
not
queens
good.
can't
The
die.
queen brought to the deepest part of the colony.
Oh my gosh, they're getting
How
her
did
to
you
the
get this
safe
shot?
room.
Alec is the last protector.
This is crazy. This makes me want to
it's
get
just
my
an
own ant colony.
onslaught
The
up
rest of the
there.
nest had been abandoned, and the remaining
Oh my
workers
God.
swarmed the queen.
Guys, if this video gets 15,000 likes, Adam, Alec, and I will each buy our own ant colony and spend 100 days building it out, and then we'll unleash them in the same area to see whose is more powerful.
I'm down.
I call red fire ants.
I want the black crazy ants.
I'll get the carpenter ants.
I want a gorilla.
You'll just get a gorilla
But a
by
worker
accident.
was left behind, fighting to break free.
I think that's Steve.
Sting
But
him.
the enemy
Get him.
was
Steve.
Not the
Steven.
babies.
larva.
Leave the babies alone.
One by one,
They're eating
they
the
began
babies.
to die.
Man, the wild is relentless, bro.
1,000
There's no
days
rules out
led
there.
up to this.
Oh my
You
god.
know,
The
rules in
queen
a while.
began alone to create an empire. But would they let it fall?
No, they won't.
To save
No,
their
they
queen,
won't!
Our colony turns not to flee, but to fight.
Turbo mode, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go!
Oh, we're fighting
go!
back!
Let's go!
They begin to rally to
Red team,
their
let's go!
queen.
Let's go, red team! Come on, red! Let's go, red!
They're so much smaller. Bite them. Destroy them. Fight for your life.
Fire and power!
Got him. Got
Get
him.
him.
Got him.
Get him.
Everyone's fighting back.
Get him, boys. Yeah.
Bing, bing,
Kill
bing,
him. Kill him. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get
They
them.
reached the surface, and the enemy was on the run.
Let's
Oh my gosh, they
go!
got them on the back
They were
ropes,
winning,
boys.
and pretty soon they had won.
Yes!
The
Let's
wild
go!
colony was
If 1,000 ants had to fight a black widow, what would actually happen? Would the spider's venom
Ants.
come out on top, or would the sheer
No.
number of ants overwhelm her?
The venom
Well, in
would
this video,
spread,
I'm
yes.
going to test ants against that and
Whoa.
tons of other interesting scenarios to see how strong ants really are.
The only problem is I don't have 1,000 ants. Thankfully, I found this website that sells just that. And the coolest thing is,
300
it's a mystery
billies?
species, meaning we might actually get something really good.
Dude, who is farming ants?
Everybody, Adam. Everybody farms ants.
$300 for 1,000 ants. That's about 33 cents per ant.
That was really good math. That was actually.
Thanks, Alec.
Let's go, Alec.
Wow. And also, too, it says in the description roughly 1,000 ants. So it could be lower.
And it's mystery species. What if you get like stupid ants?
And the ants might fight each other when they're getting transported.
No,
Yeah.
that was
I
stupid.
guess, yeah,
no.
a lot of
That's what the ants do, though. Ant colonies fight other ant colonies.
$300. Let's just add this to the cart.
And I bought the most expensive shipping option to make sure the ants would arrive without any dying.
Dude, the animations are sick.
I'm so excited. As long as I gotta get.
Dang it, I thought we'd see
it's
his address.
So fun to watch these go against the Black Widow and everything.
You can
else
only
in
hide
that
for
thing.
so long.
Anyways, I brought them to the recording area and opened up the package. And I was kind of surprised by what I found.
Nah, are they in here? Oh my gosh. Okay, there actually
Whoa.
is like 1,000.
That kind of skeeves me out.
Did you guys think it would be way bigger than that?
Yeah, that's a tiny vial for 1,000 ants.
I think Terra Green might have a nail biting problem.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, my bad. It was a bad pause. My bad, Terry Green. I heard if you rub nail polish on it, like clear nail polish, clean
Nail polish?
clear nail polish.
look up Nair. Do not. Adam's been Googling
Back
some
to the
weird
video,
stuff
guys.
You can
Back
also
to
use
the
Nair.
video.
It's but way different.
Since they were in a pill bottle, I couldn't really get a good look at them, so I got a clear container and dumped them all inside. Instantly, you
Whoa.
can now see the true
Wait, one
scale
escaped.
of what 1,000
All right,
ants
yeah, they're spread
actually
out.
looks like. And at least, I mean, I think it's 1,000. I'm not counting all these guys. And after analyzing the species, I realized that
fries!
these were harvester ants, which are equipped with venomous stingers.
Ooh, nice.
And massive man.
Okay, that's not fair for my Black Widow. He's
Yeah.
gonna get stung.
I'm sorry to say, Adam, I don't think the Black Widow stands a singular chance. This is like Adam trying to fight 1,000 10-year-olds at once. There's no way you win.
Dude, he couldn't just get like normal house ants. What the heck?
Normal house. Wait, what does that mean? What are normal house ants?
All the ants that are in our house, Alec, like house ants.
Do you have ants in your room? Do you sleep with ants in your bed?
Yeah, it's normal.
That's
it's
not
house ants.
normal.
Comment down below. House ants are normal.
Symbols, meaning yes, this was actually going to be a very interesting video with everything I was going to test.
Now, for these 1,000 ants to be able to fight a black widow, we first need to get them in a nest. And well, everyone say hello to the Terra jar. It's like Terra Green, except I replaced the green with a jar. Anyways,
This guy is so smart. This guy's a genius. I hope Terra Green makes a video on us, and then when he sees Adam, he'll call him Terra Idiot. Terra's dumb.
Ow! Ow! Okay, these just copying.
Oh, there goes Terra Forehead. Oh, he stopped.
I guess your name's Terra Criminal then, Alec.
I'm not a criminal.
10,000 likes and Alec will verse 1,000 Black Widows.
go and dump all these guys in here.
I'm down.
Sorry, everyone. This is way bigger than that tiny pill bottle you were in.
Right away, you could see the ants starting to move around on top of the soil. Now, you might be thinking that this
They're trying to escape.
Accidental pause.
isn't enough space for the ants. Well, it actually is, because this is specifically designed for the ants to dig out tunnels all along the sides of the glass. And as the video progresses, we're gonna see their nests get crazier and crazier. And yeah, most of the ants were kind of going crazy trying to climb up the glass, but after leaving them alone for only a few hours, you could see they were already starting to construct their tunnel system. Each of the worker ants would pick up singular grains of sand from the tunnels, walk up to the surface, drop the sand, and go back down to repeat the process.
Wow.
They don't even know that they're building this all for nothing. This is like they're building their future and they have no idea that he's about to unleash all sorts of chaos inside of their house.
Yeah. It's kind of like when your mom tells you to clean up before a party. Is it? No. It's nothing like that. My bad.
No,
And when you have
unless your
1,000
party is
ants,
filled
you
with
can
Black
see
Widows.
they dig out a pretty good amount in only just an hour of this time-lapse footage.
Oh yeah,
I could do that in 2
The
seconds.
ants already starting to build their nest, and it should be fully dug out by the end of the video. Anyways, as you know, I'll be putting these guys to the test against a black widow. But before then, I have all of these different training activities to prepare the ants for the
Crickets.
final spider boss. Second up, we're
And
gonna see
Squid
how fast
Games.
they can take down some prey. Yup. We
No,
got a cricket.
poor
Oh
guy.
my gosh, crickets hate me, and sorry, buddy, you are gonna
No.
be. Well, I guess you guys will just see what's about to happen.
No!
Well, right after dropping the
No!
cricket in, literally within like a nanosecond, the ants
Oh.
were swarming it. I thought it would
Oh
only take
my
like a couple
God.
minutes, but
Poor
no.
cricket.
This cricket was already pinned down, getting venom injected into him. As I said earlier, each of these ants is equipped with a venomous sting.
my
It's
God.
not
Hey,
sad.
yo!
for
Hey,
humans,
yo!
but the crickets,
He
when
got
there's, like,
that
20
yabba
ants
dabba
repeatedly
doo!
stinging you,
Brother,
You're
chill!
kind of done for. Yep, but ants don't play around when there's a threat near their nest.
was quick.
You can see over the next 30 minutes, the cricket stayed completely surrounded by the ants. And I'm
This is kind of like when us three, when we go to McDonald's and we all get the same Big Mac and we all take a bite out of it. It's kind of like the same thing.
Except we don't stick our butts in it first, or do we?
And I'm guessing they already started to rip its antennas off and stuff to get a tasty meal to spread with the rest of the colony.
Dang, that was cool to watch. Anyways, it's getting late.
Dang,
so I
bro,
think
that
I'm
was
gonna put this
sick.
bucket on top of the ants so it's dark for them. Now I'm gonna go to sleep.
Nighttime!
Daytime, 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 daytime.
And over those next 10 hours,
like
the ants made the
flashbangs.
tunnels so much larger and more intricate than before. And on the back, they even had tunnels all the way down at the bottom. with
These guys
ants
are good.
actively walking about the whole
What if they're intelligent enough to spell, so they're carving out SOS?
Help me.
system.
Anyway, ants, it's 8 a.m. and that means it's time. As you can see, the alarm.
Wake up!
It's time for
Freaking
challenge.
battle time! Battle stations!
For this training, I have
This
to
is
pick
like
up
the
one
Hunger Games.
unlucky ant and transport
This
him
is the
to
Hunger
the
Games.
ant-lion pit. If you don't
You've
know
been
what an
chosen as
ant-lion
tribute.
is, well, this is it. Just a tiny little
It's gonna
bug
make the
that has
trap,
actually
right? The
evolved
swirly
over
trap?
millions of years to be an expert at
This
taking
ant has
down
no idea
ants.
what's about to happen.
Basically, when you go
Bro, I got something to say and I think the ant's gonna win.
Dude, this is kind of evil, bro. Imagine there's aliens that come down and pluck one of us and then go put them on their world, and everywhere on their world is just like explosives, just mines. And they're like, okay, run down this strip of mines and try to survive.
But they can actually win this though. This unlike a landmine, I feel like an ant could win this fight.
This guy is an ant lion. It's a lion of ants, Jack. It kills the ants.
I'll give you $100 if the ant wins. No, you give me $100 if the ant wins.
Wait.
All right, Alec, we'll give you $100 if the ant wins.
No, I won't, because the ant's gonna lose.
Yeah, so if the ant wins, you give Jack $100.
Yeah, I'm team ant, you're team ant lion.
Have you seen this already? Like, why would you bet that? There's no way you're betting that.
I'm just trying to be entertaining for the people.
Sounds like
Fine,
good
I accept. There's no way the ant wins.
All right. And if you guys
Jack must
both,
know something I don't because
I have
there's
no
no
idea.
way.
if it's a draw, you guys both give me $100.
No, we each give each other 100.
Basically, when you go and put them on the floor, they start
This
to
ant
dig
is so
themselves under
dead.
the ground, and then they just go around digging. And I have 9 more of these guys, which I spread across.
Okay,
the
okay,
As
bro.
you can see,
Everybody has
all the
landmines.
nine
Alex is
little
right.
lines
I thought it was
I
one.
told
After
you,
waiting
bro.
a few hours, you can see that each of the antlions had actually dug out their own little pits in the ground, and when an ant walks into
This
the
ant
bottom
has
of
no
them,
idea.
they're basically cooked.
All right, Ant.
Come on, Ant.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jack, you got that 100?
Breadcrumbs.
Where's that 100
This is
at?
torture.
If you survive this.
And without further ado, I let
Tara
the ant
Greens let
loose.
the power
Let's
get to
see
his
if he
head.
can get the bread to feed the colony. Immediately, he started to explore around the sand area. He had no idea that
Come
he
on,
was
Ant!
constantly walking near
This
these
ant has
pits
no
of death.
idea.
And eventually, he took a wrong
You are
step and
tiny, but
stumbled
you are
inside
mighty.
it.
Oh,
These pits are
no!
specifically
I got my 100.
designed to make the ants trip into them.
Come
The
on,
ant lion
Jack.
at the bottom
What's
must
going
have been
on?
Sleeping or something.
Okay, he got
something
out.
I love the
happened,
smell of
and
my
the ant was
money.
just able to
He
walk
got out of
I
there.
hope
Look
yours smells
closely,
as
this
good.
caused the antlion to wake up. He was now active and armed, with his mandibles now throwing up sand in case the ant walked in again. And over the next few minutes, the ant did just that.
No!
He kept walking inside of the pit.
He's playing with
He
them.
never quite
He's
snapped
curious
on the ant at
George.
the right time. Well, that was until this. You see, this is paused footage, but basically if we unpause it, you can see exactly what happens when an antlion gets a hold of the ant. The antlion started to bring the ant underground.
I can't tell what that
Within
is.
a few seconds, it was like there was never anything.
I can't
hidden
even
here.
see.
I thought it was
Did he
over,
miss it?
and you could tell by the sand moving that the
don't
ant
know.
was getting pulled further and further.
Oh, he's in
There's
there.
no way to- there's
Oh,
no
he's
way to
deep in
know.
there.
I saw this. A little bit of the ant's head had poked out of the ground.
Get out of there!
Somehow was fighting back.
Go!
It must have been using its stinger to try and escape. I immediately
Oh.
rushed back and recorded with my other camera, and what I saw was so weird.
Fight
the
back!
ant had somehow made it out from under the sand, but it wasn't trying to escape. In fact, it was using its
It wants
front
more.
legs to
Yeah,
try
throw
and
those
dig
mandibles.
back under the ground.
He's trying to throw the mandibles.
Whoa, what the heck? Why is this ant digging like a dog? He's literally using his front legs
Yeah,
to
get him!
dig in the sand.
Let me at him!
He wants him. He wants him.
Nah, bro. If you want to be eaten by an antlion that bad, I will gladly put you right there. Have fun, buddy.
Right after putting him in this pit, this antlion also woke up and eventually snapped at the ants. And it once again started to pull him
Come on,
underground.
sting him.
But miraculously, this ant was able to fight back once again and somehow
This is
broke
Juggernaut
free,
ant.
immediately ran out of the
These
hole and
antlions are
straight
trash.
over to the breadcrumbs to claim his prize.
Nah,
This ant sure
nah,
couldn't
Jack
have
cheated
moved
or
him
something.
closer
There's
to the
no
bread,
way.
And now he somehow won the challenge.
Nah, bro. There's
crazy.
something up with these ants. I'm being dead serious. How on earth did he escape the antlion pit over here? And how on earth did he escape this one and then know to go to the bread? And now he's trying to bring
Money.
bread back to the colony. Bro, well played. You survived.
Money.
It was a tie.
And all the bread back to the colony.
Oh, he's gonna be king.
I brought it all over to the nest, and the entire colony was
Bro, imagine surviving not one but two antlions, and you go back to the nest, bro. You're gonna be him.
No, dude. No, not one person is gonna believe a word that you say.
Well, imagine the opposite. Imagine being an ant lion and then losing to an ant and then going back to your family. That's the most embarrassing thing ever. That's like you're in a tribe in the old days and everyone in the tribe calls you the deer hunter. And then you go out hunting deer and you get clobbered by one, and there's an antler in your rectum or maybe in your liver, and then you're limping back to your home, and they're like, "What happened?"
Sounds like a very personal
The
story.
deer got me.
Have you read my biopic?
You're what? What is a biopic?
Wait, isn't that like a book about yourself?
A
I
biopic?
Oh.
Anyway, Alec, I'll send my money in the mail. You send your money in the mail. It's a draw.
That's called business, baby.
Next up, though, let's see what we got on the table for the ants.
super excited because they all swarmed the bread and started taking little pieces of it underground. Anyways, I went and waited a few hours and came back to find the nest even bigger once again. The ants still are not done with their training sessions, and next up, we gotta see if they can survive some Venus flytraps for some food. So I immediately picked up some of the workers to bring them to the flytrap minefield, completely decked out with tons of Venus flytrap plants.
Something's wrong with Terra Green.
We got a gorilla. I'm just kidding. I don't know why it's packaged in this. Basically, what it is just a bunch of oats, and I'm just gonna feed these to the ants. Let's put them inside.
You see,
Gorilla
each Venus
oats.
flytrap has these tiny little trigger hairs inside of them, and when something touches them, it causes them to
Who's
close.
that guy?
And if I carefully put the oats in between the
My
hairs
dad.
without hitting any of them, I can basically just put the food in here, which will make the ants have to carry them out. But it was actually pretty hard to get the oats perfectly inside, so I ended up just spreading the oats everywhere around the tank.
All right, let's see how the ants do in here. I have a feeling.
Ooh, there's
they're
an
not
army
gonna
now.
do too well, but yeah, We'll see.
Immediately,
The ants are
had
cooked,
started
bro.
to
No
swarm
way.
out the
Yeah.
tube that I'd put them in, and they were probably really confused of why they were all just transported away from their nest. And for a little while, they kind of just walked around, investigating their new environment. That was until a couple minutes later, where this first ant walked up to a
What do you guys think? Venus flytrap or ant?
Flytrap. Uh-oh, Adam is
Sticking
switched
with
teams.
Team Ant. I'm still Team Ant.
Adam did not switch teams.
I did not
But
switch
it's definitely Venus Flytrap. There's no way that it wins.
All right, Adam. $200 that the ants survived.
I'm not. Dude, there's something's up with you.
You're
I don't know.
on!
Yeah, let's go.
We're all gonna die.
plants. He probably had
I'm
no
telling
idea
you,
that
Jack
these
knows
plants were
something that we
basically
don't, bro.
alive and wanted to eat him whole. Thankfully, though, this guy was able to walk out of the plants without triggering any of the traps. However, a few minutes later, this ant walked up to another one of the plants, and well, this time all I'll say is he wasn't as lucky.
Bro is
Surprisingly,
aura farming.
He wasn't super attracted to the oats, but it did seem like he may have been attracted to the traps themselves. You see, Venus flytraps create a very thin
at that.
layer of nectar
Yeah,
around
nectar.
the lip of the jaws to lure insects in, and eventually this ant ended
Yum,
up,
yum, yum,
well,
It's like
walking
when
into
girls
one,
get lip
hitting a
filler.
trigger hair,
Get out
and
of there.
just like that, he was now stuck inside of the jaws. As you can see, the ant was just walking around inside,
Nah, he's
trying
chill,
to
he's
escape,
chill.
and he had no
Yeah,
idea
he's
what
gonna
to
get
do.
out,
Too
Jack,
bad
yeah.
for this guy. This trap is gonna release a type of acid over the next few days to basically just turn him into some
he's
Few
fine.
days.
Oh yeah,
Days.
Jack, he's good, Jack.
He likes
A
it.
few
He likes it.
days.
Pretty much all the ants I had put inside were staying away from the traps and were all grouped up around this corner. In fact, they were actually starting the process of digging some more tunnels. Now, these ants still think they're in the nest. They're just trying to dig. Well, I mean, I guess it's pretty smart if you're not getting eaten by the traps. Because over the next 20 minutes, only one single ant came across another Venus flytrap. This guy. Let's call him Larry. Now, Larry is a daredevil because he was walking all over the jaws of all of these plants.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely risking it for the biscuit. But eventually, Larry's luck ran out.
No,
because of
Larry.
this happened. The jaw
No!
had closed on him.
Oh, he's only
leaving
half in.
of his body stuck
It only
out of
got
it.
his
This is actually
gut.
pretty good for Larry because it means he had a chance to escape.
Come on,
using
Larry.
all of his strength, which albeit is not very much.
Come on,
he tried
Larry.
pushing himself out of
What
the
is a
jaws.
spider?
But the trap is designed to just get tighter and tighter as time goes on, meaning this ant was doomed.
No!
Well, not actually, because I kind of felt bad for Larry.
Yes!
So I cheated nature and
Yes!
used my tweezers to open
Let's
the trap.
go!
I safely got
I
Larry
won!
out and brought
Suck
him
it,
back to the
plant!
rest of the colony. Anyways, that training actually went really
Wait, but why did he do that for Larry and not the other one? Come on, what?
I'll take that 200 in the mail, Jack. Thank you.
well. Every single ant survived except one. So I brought them all back to the nest and gave the whole colony a bunch of these little gorilla oats to show my support. As you can see, it didn't take long for some of the ants to start moving the oats down to their intricate tunnel systems. And speaking of these tunnel systems, the last training
Whoa.
session I'm putting these ants through before the Black Widow is a flood simulation.
Dude, I was gonna say that as a joke, but he's actually doing it. I was gonna say like tsunami.
This is torture.
What if they all die before the Black Widow?
I don't know.
To end their whole civilization. He definitely knows like some of them are deep down there. Like they are the ones that are down all the way in the bottom of this jar are cooked.
Well, when you think about it, right, it's just like a really bad rainstorm, and most ants survive that.
Yeah.
Right?
What if it's acid rain?
Is that pee? What
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah. It's
Everything's
saying-
not gonna pee on them.
I never thought he'd give him a flood in the first place.
Next 1,000 ants video, they pee on them.
1,000 ants versus natural disasters.
Meteor shower.
Write that down. Write that down.
I'm
a good
flooding
one.
this ant nest.
Well, kinda, because if I actually flooded this thing, it would kill every single ant. So instead, I've got this thing called the Little Dripper, which as you can see, drips some water droplets very slowly.
This is a
Yeah,
torture
it might
method.
seem kind of lame, but this little
It
bit
is,
of water
Alec, it
should
is.
be enough to eventually collapse part of the ant's tunnel system. And if it does collapse, if they can
sounds so
fix
excited.
it quickly, it means they would have passed all my training missions, and that means they're ready for the Black Widow.
When he said rain, I expected, I don't know, just like a little more. Yeah. Or like maybe multiple drips set up, not just one drip, 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 like an old man trying to pee.
Why do you know that?
I'm just guessing that's how it is.
That's how it is in the movies.
You can tell us, Alec.
What movies are you watching?
The
It's called,
drip.
yeah, it's called the
So
drip.
I immediately started to drop the little
have to
droplets
check
of
it out.
water. And initially, the ants were very confused. Some of the droplets were hitting the ants and making them get completely drenched.
Oh, dear
in water.
God,
But to
tsunami!
my surprise, it almost seemed like the ants wanted to get wet because more and more of the ants started to gather around
No
where the
duh.
water was
What?
dropping.
They're thirsty.
Eventually, a whole pile of ants was getting completely soaked
are they
by it.
collecting
See,
it?
ants are amazing
Yeah, it
in
looks
their
like a
ability
Diddy
to work
party.
as a team. And in the wild, if a
Or a
real
water
flood
park, yeah.
occurred, a massive ant colony would literally join together to make a raft out of their bodies. And that,
That
way, the
is so
important stuff
cool.
like the queen and eggs
Yeah, that
could
is
stay on the
insane.
top and stay dry to ensure the future.
The ones on the bottom must be drowning.
Would you guys do that like with your family and like the neighbors if you had to? Like group up so you guys float?
I sink. I'm a sinker. Just like my poops.
This is madness.
And on a mini scale, this is sort of what the ants are doing here. They're joining together to make a shield out of their bodies that will prevent the water from getting into their tunnels where all the eggs are stored.
Wow, ants are actually amazing. I was totally expecting these tunnels to just collapse from the water, but it seems like ants have literally evolved to do pretty much anything.
No, don't move it.
This water, I don't want to do any
That was
more
it?
harm. You guys proved to me you're very capable.
They instantly took down the cricket.
Okay, here we
somehow
go.
Escaped the ant lions, survived
time.
the Venus flytraps, and even survived a flood.
It is
And throughout
time.
that process, they managed to build an awesome nest with a thriving colony.
It is safe to say these ants are ready for my Black Widow.
Yes!
This is actually my last Black Widow because all the other ones from my other videos have escaped. Yeah, don't tell my mom.
But anyways, I went and put the Black Widow in a container so you guys could get a good look at it.
Oh,
As
it's
you
pretty
can tell,
big.
it has that insane, iconic red
yo.
hourglass abdomen. Wait, sorry. This is my pet robot Black Widow. This is not the real one. Here is the real Black Widow. As you can tell, it's extremely
Yeah, I don't like its
and under
legs.
its glossy black abdomen is where the red hourglass is located.
Go.
So, Adam, you think that the Black Widow will win?
Yes. Look, he has 8 arms. Dead. He can kill 8 at a time. Plus, he's got the 2 fangs.
Adam, I hate to break it to you, but that is a female.
Ants have an insane amount of venom, so if it even bites a single ant, it's safe to say it's gonna be a
Ooh,
goner.
he should do a
Anyways,
tarantula
here
next
is the
time.
tank where the final battle will take place. I went and put a few sticks from my backyard, then I put in the Black Widow.
Yes!
Immediately, she started climbing all over the sticks, and I went and waited a little while she sort of settled in and found a nice spot to rest. Once she did, I went to the
hope she
ant
makes a
nest,
nest.
scooped a good amount of the workers into a tube so we could get this battle started.
That's
Let's
it?
get these ants in here.
Wait.
Let the games begin!
whoa,
Okay, this is
whoa.
torture.
Immediately, the ants
sorry.
started to run out of the tube and down onto the sand. When pretty much all of the ants had made it down to the sand, some started to make their way over to the Black Widow, which was just perched right above them.
You
on the
fools!
waiting.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty impatient guy, and I couldn't bear to wait for the battle to start. So I literally
No.
picked up the stick
No.
myself to bring the spider
Hey!
down to the ants.
Hey,
Immediately,
yo!
the spider started to run around, and none of the ants really
Peregrine's
noticed
on a
besides
schedule.
This guy.
Ah!
I kind of bit the spider's leg or something and scared it away. The spider tried to escape as fast as it could
No,
by
dog.
climbing the glass, but it was too slick. Once a few other of the ants had noticed the Black Widow was on the ground, they started to jump it. And it was
Oh my
actually
God.
pretty funny to watch.
Whoa, whoa.
Because as you
Ants
can
are
see,
insane.
There's barely any ants, and the spider
Oh
was
my God.
so scared, trying to run away at full speed.
No.
Bro, you're like
It's a
the
1v1.
most
Sorry,
frightened
Adam.
spider in the
Adam,
world.
you're
Why
cooked.
are you not just fighting
Oh,
back?
gosh, that's only
Yeah,
one.
A couple of the ants just kind of continued to
Fight
terrorize
back,
the
buddy!
Black Widow. But the thing is,
Oh
all of the
my
rest of the ants
God.
were kind of just doing their own thing at the other side of the enclosure.
Why is he not
I had to
fighting
make
back?
it more interesting.
They don't even
so I had
care.
a better plan. I went and picked up all of the ants to bring them back to the nest.
All right,
No.
well, I got the Black Widow. from
Black
the
Widow
tank, and
in
hey,
the nest?
The title did say 1,000 ants versus Black
Oh,
Widow. Let's
no.
actually-
This Black Widow
Oh my
is so
God.
dead, bro.
Oh, can I
Well,
change
yeah.
my
Oh,
answer?
I kind of feel bad.
Too late.
Oh
We
my.
started going crazy, running everywhere.
Wow.
And obviously, the ants did not act kindly. Every single
my
worker went on
gosh.
red alert mode and jumped onto the spider, grabbing her with their mandibles and repeatedly stinging it over and over. As you saw
Wow.
with the cricket, ants do not mess around
It's
with stuff in
over.
the nest. And to my surprise, the Black Widow did not even get a chance to fight back. It's actually
Nope.
pretty
It
crazy.
didn't even
how
kill one
quickly
ant.
The ants had pinned it down and started to devour it. And yeah, well, that's
Wow.
literally all that happened. And that should answer your question of who wins in a fight. 1,000 ants definitely wins, and they basically beat
Easy.
everything. It's a queen ant, who in this video will be giving birth to an entire colony. And
Let's
they're
go.
going to be put
Slay
to the test
queen.
against my simulations of real-world events. But currently, she's alone, and she needs
She
to care
fuck.
for her eggs until they hatch
No.
into worker ants.
Just like
and thankfully,
Adam.
it didn't take very long until just that happened. The first worker was born.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, dude, why is the ant the same size as the queen?
That took 5 days.
How did she even get pregnant?
Yeah, how does that work, actually?
They just keep pooping out babies.
I thought one of the workers like turns into the male and then like gets her. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. There's a lot to discover.
Not sure what you mean by that.
Let's just start by day one.
They
These
do
are
it once in their
trapjaws, a
lifespan.
species of ant that has these massive mandibles to cut their prey in half. But they're also absolutely massive compared to normal ants, and the
Oh my
workers are
gosh.
almost the same size as the queens. And in the world of ants, the workers have only one purpose: to serve the queen. Workers do almost everything for the queens, including cleaning cleaning her, and even caring for the
Go ahead,
other
worker.
ants.
But I want to make my colony grow extra fast, and you do that by feeding them food. And since it's so small with just 2 ants,
Pizza.
let's just start with a single drop of honey. Hopefully they like
Oh,
it.
nice.
So I slid the drop of
Good
honey
thing it's
into the
organic.
tube for the ants to eat, and almost instantly the
Ooh,
worker went up to
glucose.
investigate this
She's
unknown
starving.
object. She smelled around it
Go
for
ahead,
a
girl.
second, but then went back to the queen to report the findings. The worker is
Yes,
able to
sister.
communicate with the queen by rubbing its antenna against her.
Oh, yeah, the mandibles.
How would you guys describe honey? Like, that's the first food that this ant has ever seen in its entire life, and it's just like, something sweet.
It's going up to the queen. It's like, I found food, Mom! I found food!
Just imagine as a baby, your first time actually trying sugar. It's like, ah!
That is actually kind of crazy that that thing is a baby. It's 5 years old. Like, imagine a baby being the same size as his mom after 5 days.
Imagine you as a baby cleaning your mom.
Yeah, but it's not a baby anymore in ant years. That thing's an adult now. 5 days. The thing probably lives 1 week. It probably has 2 days left before it dies, guys.
Ant years to human years. Queen ants can live for 30 years?
What in the Sigma? Nah, okay, I'm done with brain rot.
30 years? She's old. She could drive legally.
She could date legally.
Releases some pheromones signaling that it found some honey. And after the queen gave the go-ahead, the worker traveled back to the honey. But instead of eating it, the worker actually knocked the little plate
No!
over, and then the honey
No,
soaked into
you
the
clumsy
sand over
girl.
the next 10 minutes. Yeah, she didn't even try to eat it, actually.
Queen ant cut off
What
his
a
head.
dummy.
The ant did this for a reason. When a colony is this small, the queen will feed the workers by regurgitating its body tissues into the
Hey,
This
yo!
means the colony
I
already
did not
had
know
enough
that.
food for now. I was gonna have to wait till more ants
Take my
hatched
credit
until
card.
They wanted extra food. So that's exactly what I did. There were
Day
now
38.
38?
and
But
their
they
roles were becoming
multiplied.
A lot more apparent. 2 of them would always stay by the queen to make sure she was safe, while the other 2 would
Bodyguards.
watch after the eggs and guard the entrance. Now this is a
Genius.
colony that should accept my food offerings. And this time I'm not just gonna feed them a puny drop of honey. It's time for some live
Let's
prey,
go.
baby. Everyone say hello to flightless fruit flies. Quite literally the most depressing
They're
animal
literally
in
just
the
called
world.
walks.
Not only are they absolutely minuscule, but it's a fly that can't fly.
Embarrassing.
Walk.
I honestly didn't know that ants hunt other insects. I thought they just ate plants and like leaves and grass.
You didn't know about the ant wars?
Well, I thought they attack other ants just for, you know, territory's sake, but I didn't know that they actually hunt and eat food like that.
They're just like us. They're omnivores. They eat both plants and animals.
Wow. Wowie, wowie, wow.
Wait, so Alec, what did you think happened when you left your pizza out and they were eating your meat lover's pizza with the beef on it, the cheese? You thought they were only picking the crust?
Well, I didn't know that they hunted animals is what I'm saying.
They eat meat.
They will also steal the larvae from other colonies sometimes.
That's probably like boba tea.
Dude, ants are savage. I think my prediction is they're gonna take over the world in like 100, 200 years.
Harry Green's ant colony?
Not his. The trillions and trillions of ants in the world.
Well,
They already
maybe-
took over Brazil.
There are 20 quadrillion ants on planet Earth right now.
Do you see what I'm saying? We would not win that war. We would lose.
We are outnumbered quite a bit.
Harry Green, if you want to burn these ants at the end of the video, we wouldn't be opposed. All right, let's get back to it.
You had one job and you can't do it.
All right, it's a pretty simple process. So first of all, I got this tube with the flightless fruit fly inside of it. And basically, I'm just gonna go and
Bro's
put this
literally
up to
playing
the
God.
ants tube and carefully
Why doesn't he
remove
give them a
the
bigger
cotton
space to
ball,
live?
and
I don't think they're gonna
the
kill it.
fly should now
They're too
run
tiny
here.
right now.
Hopefully this goes better than the honey.
And yeah, basically the fly instantly
Ooh,
ran
ooh.
into the ant's tube. So
There we
I
go.
blocked it
Oh,
up
the ant
behind
sees
it.
him.
Now,
Oh,
because
they're
this
going
fly is
full
so
mode,
small,
full
for the
attack
first few
mode.
Seconds, it actually went unnoticed, hiding amongst the top of the enclosure. But it didn't take
I'm
long
an
until
ant.
the
I'm
first
one of
worker
you.
noticed. The ant
Hide
opened
and
up
seek.
his jaws and snapped at the fly.
Oh!
But quickly, the other workers started to notice.
Okay, this
and
ant is
soon
crazy.
every
Oh,
ant had
that's
their
like me
eyes
with
on the
sushi.
fly. And
Look at their
thankfully, about a minute
jaws.
later, one of the workers
They're like
lined up a
clamps.
shot, and boom.
Oh!
Not alive anymore. And the fly slowly
Wow.
got taken to the back of the tube to be stored.
That fly is
as food
definitely
later.
still alive.
Since the colony
They're
now
putting
had a
him
bit
in
of
the
food,
brig.
I let them grow even more. And oh boy, was the tube starting to get crowded.
Wait, okay, maybe this is a dumb question, but I know we're cutting a lot of days in advance, but I haven't seen a baby ant. Do they start out as full-grown adults?
I don't think so. I think that the queen's supposed to like poop out little like larvae thing, and then eventually they kind of hatch.
Yeah, but do they hatch tiny? Are they just like tiny little babies? How like a human hatches and it's like a tiny version of a person?
No, I don't think so. I think they grow to the size that they're at right now within the egg, and then they break through the egg.
I don't think so.
I looked it up and they go from their pupal stage fully developed and in their adult size. So when they're in a pupa, they're still technically like in the egg. They're basically like little snakes growing inside of the egg, but they pop out full size.
Wow. I will still not give Adam credit for that because I don't like him. But he was right.
Let's go. He probably puts it on his Patreon.
With 3 more workers and 1 more about to hatch.
And while this is great for my colony, as you can tell, the tube is getting extremely cramped. Some of the ants can't even walk around. So I'm gonna have to move these guys into a new home.
But here on the Terra Green channel, we're not just gonna go online and buy an ant nest.
Walmart.
Oh, no, no, no.
Walmart.
What I did instead
he's gonna
is
build
take
it.
out a brick, which I'm gonna turn into an ant
There we
nest.
go.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Whoa.
Basically,
Is he gonna
I just
chisel it?
started using a hammer and chisel
Oh my gosh, he's a Greek
Whoa.
god.
picture on the brick. You see, ant colonies usually like to
Okay,
have
Michelangelo.
multiple of these little tight crevice areas in their nest because it lets them store different things like eggs, food, and trash in each one. After I finished carving, I gave the whole thing a nice blue paint job.
Okay, Terra
and
god.
finally, I covered it with a clear acrylic sheet.
And the best part is this little hole I made right here, which I can go and squeeze water down into this sponge. And this will just make the humidity across the whole enclosure correct, because apparently ants like wetness.
Is that still small to you guys?
It does seem
a little
pretty
bit,
small.
but it is a nice upgrade. It's kind of like when you're starting a family. You get a little condo starter home, and then when you get a bigger family, you get a whole farm.
Is that your end goal, Jack? You want to farm?
That's what you gotta do, right?
Okay.
That's what they do in Farmville.
Who taught you this?
The Bible.
Alrighty.
Here is the beautiful Terra Green ant nest, which is now ready for the trapjaw ants. Using some tubing, I put one end of it onto the nest and the other end onto the
Probably
tube.
hurts so bad if one of those
Almost
ants
instantly, one of the workers
snips your
took an
hand.
interest and decided to walk down the tube.
12,000
No
likes
idea
and we'll
where
get
it
one
led,
to
but it took
snip
the
at
brave
it.
decision to explore.
Shut up,
But as
Alec.
we know, it led straight
bless
to the
you.
new nest. The worker looked super excited and explored
God.
all around
Let's
the
go!
place. It was the perfect place for the colony to move to. So she traveled out of the nest and went straight up to the queen to report its findings.
All right, now that the ants
New
know
home
about the new
acquired!
nest, in order for them to move in, I have to make this one super appealing, so then they all want to come over. And I've got a couple things I'm gonna do, but first of all, I've got a tube of sugar water, which I'm just gonna go and plug in.
Sugar water?
Like
I do
that.
some nasty things for some sugar water.
Clear acrylic sheet for now with this little.
I guess that's
red
what they'll
acrylic
feed on.
sheet.
You see, ants like their nest
Why?
to be very dark inside. So I'm using this red acrylic because it blocks out pretty much
Good
all
idea.
the light, but still lets me see
Smart.
inside a bit. Finally, I just
Wicked
put my
smart.
bright studio light at the tube so they'd be more inclined to move. And it didn't take very long until
He's just
He's
burning them.
flashbanging them.
Dude, this is actually crazy. He's Terra God. He's putting the sun on them and like forcing them to move.
I can't believe he trapped them in that little tube for 40 days. They couldn't move. They could only walk in circles for 40 days.
the new nest. Eventually, every ant knew about the new home. And while some grabbed the remaining eggs to move, others, like this worker, escorted the queen through the tube to the new nest. I decided to keep the red acrylic screen on while they're adjusting, and as you can see, they were definitely very active inside. So I left them alone another whole 10 days.
Oh my
And when I
gosh.
came back,
Whoa!
not only did another
Whoa.
worker or two hatch, the whole colony
Is
was
that
now
poop?
functioning even more smoothly.
Yo, what
It
are
seemed like
they even
every
supposed to do in there? There's nothing to do in there.
I think all the little rocks are from the other place. They probably drug them in.
Ants like to build their home, right? Like they like to dig into a tree or whatever it might be to build an actual home. They can't do that inside of a brick.
No. They go into the cracks. They like to live in the cracks. They don't like to build their own homes. They do it because they have to.
There's ant hills, and then they dig underground.
I think Alec is technically correct, but they physically cannot do that because he put them in a brick. So I don't think that they can make a home in a brick. So that's why he pre-did it for them.
So there's nothing for them to do. They're just all walking around. It's like a Club Penguin igloo house with nothing in it, and just the boys chilling.
That's a
For more
crazy
babies.
reference.
Well, technically it's the girls.
was busy doing
They're all
something.
female.
They even
Slay
found a tight little
sisters.
furnace to keep the queen and
Pop
all
off,
the eggs
queens.
inside of.
And this is where it gets fun, because now that the ants have their own little nest, I can build them a bunch of different outworlds of different environments.
There we go.
Hunt for food inside of, and as you can see, I've got the first little outworld right
This is
here.
actually
For
Minecraft,
this
different
first
biomes.
outworld, I want to keep
I
it simple
like it.
by just laying
Ooh.
down some orange sand across the whole enclosure. Then I put in some rocks and a little cactus, which was kind of
I wonder if he's gonna put a predator in there.
And even though I was wearing these gloves, it kept poking me, and it kind of hurts. Anyways, finally, the most important part is this stuff called Fluon. Basically, it's a liquid that you
What?
dab onto a cotton ball and rub across the top of the enclosure. This stuff will basically
Oh,
destroy
so they
glass
can't get
and make
out.
the top of the enclosure
I thought he
so
was
slippery
chloroforming
that
the ants.
cannot escape no matter what. After the desert enclosure was done, I connected a tube from it into the nest so the ants could go there. And soon enough, I saw a worker come out into the tube, and of course,
Ooh,
she made her way
new
over to
portal.
the desert
Woo.
outworld.
That first ant has to be so brave. Or do you think they just say like rock, paper, scissors, shoot for who goes through that tube?
Adam, just imagine, right? Just imagine that, like, you and Alec, you guys are just chilling in your house, and then one day a giant tunnel opens up in your window. Are you going through it?
I'm going in.
I tried to convince Alec to go first. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
We'll crawl in together. That'll be right behind me.
We'll go butt to butt.
That would be insane.
We have to get every angle. Make sure no funny business is going on.
Guys, if this video gets 69,000 likes, we should live for 100 days in an ant enclosure.
To explore all around it. Now the reason for why I built this outworld. I want to test the trapjaw mandibles to see if they can take down prey bigger than them. I'm gonna put a cricket in here. So without wasting any time, I dropped the cricket.
He was testing on his finger.
It didn't take very long until the cricket came across path.
Oh my gosh!
Fights back.
I was going right for it.
Hairs inside of their jaws to detect when prey is within striking distance. It lunged at the
That cricket does not care.
Oh, got him!
Like this.
Oh, he just snapped his booty.
Fight back, Cricky!
All of the shots were missing. In fact, it was taking so long that the cricket made its way into the all the way into
He's
the
about to get the queen!
He's going for the queen!
Now, it wasn't just
get him!
The colony needed to take down this cricket in order to make sure
oh
get hurt. While the cricket frantically ran
this
around,
is awesome.
almost all of the workers were
it isn't. Oh, that's a poor cricket. I feel bad for him.
Get that cricket!
They're doing zero damage.
This worker here really put in some
get the leg
to line up her shots, and when she
right for the head,
perfectly got a hold of the cricket.
And his name was John Ant.
Moving. Yes, it's extremely brutal, but the colony had now successfully eliminated the threat and stored away as food for
that's
later.
kind of sad.
Over the next few days, I continued to monitor the colony to ensure their eggs.
That is insane. Imagine you're that cricket and you get dropped in there. Ah! You got a bunch of blind ants just chomping at you, and you're just like, you're trying to play dodgeball with them.
That would be like if we dropped you off like in the jungle.
And they're like crocodiles trying to get you.
Nah,
There's lots of crocodiles and gorillas.
It'd be more like if you dress me up as a burger and drop me off at McDonald's.
You think grown people are gonna try to eat you?
It's a crazy world out there.
What?
It's a crazy world. You haven't seen people when they're hungry.
And even fed them a bit more flightless fruit flies until finally it was day 97. The colony now had 12 workers and of course the queen.
Let's go.
But I did actually notice over in the corner
He
of
should
the
name
nest,
them all.
one of the ants had curled up and had died. It's likely that this dead ant here was one of the founding workers.
What happened?
Sometimes those first ants only have the lifespan of a month or two. Anyways, despite the dead ant, the colony was actually still thriving.
And because of that, I
wonder if they
think
eat
this
the
colony
He's just laying there
was an
dead.
entire new outworld to be built. Because as you can see, they kind of just turned the desert into like a trash dumping ground.
So I got out the enclosure and started to build it. For this enclosure, I'm literally making the floor out of just this fake grass material that is nice and bright and green. And for the decorations, I'm keeping it very simple with just these two little pieces of bark. And finally, I just hooked up some tubing so the ants could access the new place.
I really want him to make one of the outworlds an actual like skinny ant farm. So like what Alec was saying is where they can actually like dig down and make a new home. That would be so cool.
I like that. What insect do you think he's gonna fight next? I think it'll be a spider.
I want a praying mantis.
Ooh, praying mantis would destroy him. I want a scorpion. Put a scorpion in there.
That's not the right biome, but yeah, maybe.
I didn't want
I don't
to rush
care.
them, though, so I gave the colony a few days to explore it on their own. And all of the ants were fine on day 98 and day 99.
Day 99?
But I came back on day 100 to just a single ant in the nest.
What?
I was really confused.
Where did
but
they
surely
go?
They were all just exploring the outworlds or something. So I checked
happened?
the desert and nothing was there. Then I checked the grassy outworld. Still,
They gotta
not a
be
single
there.
ant. But then I found it. The tiniest
No!
red acrylic. Barely visible, but it was just big enough for every ant to be able to escape through it overnight.
Except for the one.
And this wasn't
Bruh.
just any ant inside of here. It was the queen. Queens don't just leave the nest unless other ants escort them. So she was here all alone on day 100.
Is she
just like
dying?
She was on day 1.
This is seriously.
Are they gonna come back for her?
I had such cool plans.
That's
for
kinda
day 100,
poetic.
But I can't find a single worker ant literally anywhere. I checked all around the table.
I figured there was only
Wow.
one right thing to do. So I got a cotton ball, I scooped the queen up onto it, and put her into
And I
a
ate
new
it.
place. She had raised the start of a colony all by herself once, so she should be able to do it again. Let's reset the day counter and do this one more time.
This is my harvester ant colony.
guys, I get
Despite
creeped out by
starting from
ants.
a tiny little
Why? I
tube,
love ants.
over the past
They got
30
so many
days,
little
the
legs.
colony has expanded to an entirely new level. Over the month, I've documented their lifestyle, including them hunting, building shelter, eating, and more.
Dude, that's so cool.
I even introduced special predators and in order to simulate real
That
world
was the
scenarios
cutest
in the
looking
wild.
spider.
To understand how this all started, we gotta go back to day 1.
Day
where my
one.
entire colony was confined to a single tube.
What the heck,
But
dude?
while they may be small, they are already extremely powerful. To demonstrate
Oh my
this, I'm putting a
gosh.
live mealworm inside.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Mealworm.
that-
Colony
Mealworm.
of
Run,
bees
Mealworm!
went into
GG's.
defense mode, and the
Oh
workers
my God.
swarmed the worm.
That was the
While
fastest
half
battle
the
I've ever
ants used their
seen.
mandibles
That is
to
death
crush
by
the worm's
1,000 cuts.
exoskeleton.
That is
The other
torture.
half gathered around the queen and larvae.
I feel like
to
I'm
protect
watching
them from the
a
potential
murder.
threats. Using their
Protect the
stingers, they
queen.
injected a potent venom into the worm to paralyze it. The meat
Wait, did you guys know that?
What kind of video is this, man?
Did you guys know? Wait, did you guys know that ants have stingers? I thought that they just had like, they just had these.
Alec, let's see your butt. Do you have a stinger?
What do you, no, I'm not showing you my, what is, no.
Keep that away. Nobody wants to see that.
What are you talking
No.
about?
Well, you guys are so
Oh, my
weird.
bad.
I didn't say that, he said that.
Alex, stop trying to bring up your stinger, dude. We get it. You're a red ant, okay?
I have a really big stinger, but I'm not gonna show it.
I don't want to see it anyway.
worm stood no chance, and its only purpose now was to serve as food
that
for
thing
my
is dead.
colony over the next few
That thing
days.
is dead.
Oh my
From
goodness.
what I
It
could
took
tell,
less
the
than a day
colony
to
was getting
kill that
way
thing.
too big for this tiny tube, and they were even trying to break their way out.
It's time
so I
to
figured now is a good
expand.
time to expand them into a bigger home.
Whoa.
This is a hybrid
I had one of
nest,
those
and
when
it's
I was
gonna
like
be their
8
new
years old.
home.
That
so
is
I connected
amazing. That is not
vinyl
a
tubing,
home.
and soon enough, one of the ants started to walk towards the new nest.
He's so brave.
He's so
After
slow.
discovering
adventurous.
it, she traveled back to her home to tell the rest of the
She-
colony about the new
How does he know that's a
land.
woman?
And
Yeah, aren't they all boys? Aren't they all guys?
No, no, no.
There's only
not-
one queen ant.
There's one queen, but then there's a bunch of peasants, and the peasants can be whatever they want.
Are you sure they're not all boys?
Alec, it is 2020-24. You can identify however you want.
The soldiers are men, but everybody else, I think, is a woman or a man.
I thought that they killed any girl that was born because they don't want another queen. There can only be one queen.
I think that's in a different civilization.
Oh, guys, fact check Alec in the comments. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
seriously, I want to know.
Alex
I
is so
I don't
dumb
know
right
if that's
now.
true or not, but that's what I thought.
No.
I thought that every time there was a girl, they just murdered it.
Oh, that's the food. Oh, I see.
Maybe that's with tarantulas.
slowly, over the rest of the day, everyone moved into the nest. I let
Whoa,
the
I
colony
can already
get
see
used
them.
to their new
They're
home for a
laying
few
eggs.
days.
They're
But by
babies.
day 6, I was bored of
It's a
just looking
girl!
at the ants
Kill
in the
it!
plastic nest. So I wanted to build their first real-world habitat with live
Let's
prey
go!
and
Oh, there we go.
predators. A
Let's
desert.
go!
For the build, I built up the substrate starting with a drainage layer, and then I added in a mix
Oh,
of
yeah, of
sand,
course,
coconut
drainage
fiber
layer.
to the floor. I finally added in rocks, wood,
Oh.
and cacti to make it
Yo.
The ants are gonna
desert.
love this.
Wait, a desert though? Ants live in a desert? Ants don't live in deserts.
They live in deserts. They live in rainforests. They live in my backyard.
Yeah, they live in like forests, like plains, tropical area, not deserts.
Fire ants live in deserts. That is a fact. That's why they're red, because they're in the sun 24/7.
Jack, tell him how many ants there are in the world.
There are trillions, approximately 7.6 trillion ants on planet Earth right now.
That has nothing to do with what I said at all. That literally has nothing to do with what I said.
They're everywhere. They could be here. They could be there. And I actually lied. You guys thought there were trillions. There are actually 20 quadrillion ants on planet Earth right now.
But there's none in the desert. There's no ants in the desert.
That is 2.5 million ants per human being. So they
That
could be
still
everywhere.
doesn't
They could
prove
be.
that they're in the desert though.
They're in your house right now, Alec. They're in your house.
My house isn't a desert.
It might as well be because there's nobody else within a 20-mile radius. You have no friends.
What is happening right now? What is happening? I can't.
Mentally, Alec is in a desert.
If you make one more dumb comment, you're out. You're out.
No, but real talk, would you guys like be an ant for a day if you could?
Yeah,
made
I'd
me
be
mad.
anything for a day if I could.
been
As long
2
as I don't
minutes.
die, of course.
2 minutes into
Well,
the
you-
video, I'm already so
You
mad
might
at you.
die.
Well then
A
no,
desert
because
was
ants die all the
complete.
time.
So I connected the ants with another vinyl tube, and quickly a couple workers ventured into the uncharted territory.
Back to ants.
Uncharted territory.
In order
Oh,
to give
how'd
a
you get it? I
reason
don't
for the
know.
colony to explore further,
They're like,
into this
"Ew, desert?
I
This isn't a
sprinkled some of their
rainforest?
favorite
Back to the
seeds around
cage."
habitat
We don't
and
live here.
seeds. And let's just say those seeds made the ants start swarming into the desert, and everyone was
always
doing their
lures them
part to
in.
take food back
Well, look,
to the
see, they're
queen.
going in the desert, getting food and coming back because they
Dang,
don't like
that
the
queen
desert.
is-
One of the ants traveled a little too far into the desert
Uh-oh.
and came across this little pit.
What is that? Oh,
Thinking it
oh,
was
it's a
nothing,
spider.
he made the worst
No,
decision
no,
of
that's
his
not a
life
spider.
and
I know what
walked
that is.
into it.
Oh, oh,
Dude,
oh,
no,
what
no.
is that?
Something was attacking, and
it's
the
pretty
ant
bad,
could
though.
do nothing about it. You see, earlier that day, I had placed antlion larvae.
This guy's
into
a
the desert.
savage.
These guys
so
create
evil,
little.
bro.
His name is literally the ant lion. That's crazy.
I know.
gosh.
This guy's so mean. He's literally playing God. He's putting mealworms in to get picked apart alive. He's putting in ant lions to kill his ants, and he's doing it all for fun.
So wait, that is an ant, but it's like a lion ant?
Yeah, it's an it's an ant lion.
Some say it's the king of the desert.
Oh.
So they just camp underground and they just wait.
They're literally Fortnite bush campers.
For real.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Got him.
That would be like you waiting at the drive-thru of a Wendy's, just like on your back, waiting for French fries to fall.
Pretty much. You know what? I used to hate this animal, but now I love it. That might be my new favorite insect.
I know what I'm
That's
dressing
your
up
spirit
for.
animal. You are an antlion.
Halloween's coming up, Alex.
Holes in the sand and wait for an unlucky ant like this guy to stumble in.
No,
but this
my
ant wasn't
ant.
going to die without a fight and grabbed on
Sting
with his
him.
mandibles.
Whoa,
He
whoa.
got a sting in
The
it.
Sting
ant
him.
lion was
Oh, it's
actually
fighting
losing
back.
and didn't even have a
Wait,
grip
what?
on
Yo,
the
it's kinda
ant.
winning.
But the ant
you
lion
serious?
was smarter and used his ability to burrow and pulled the ant under the
my
sand.
God, he's getting
never
buried alive.
to be seen
For being an
again.
ant lion, he should be way stronger.
While the ants liked the desert, they had to be careful to avoid the deadly predators. Anyways, I wanted to add a desert-themed prey into this habitat to give the ants a
Okay.
solid protein source. So let me
What would that
introduce you to
be?
Mexican
prey.
jumping beans.
What the?
These guys may just look like giant seeds, but in reality, they move.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
Oh,
because
yeah.
inside of
We've
each
seen
of
these
these
before.
beans is a little caterpillar that would eventually turn into a beautiful moth. But these caterpillars
is
will
so
not
strange.
be turning into moths because the ants are going to eat them.
Yeah!
Now, to be honest, I thought the
Yo,
ants would
this
just
guy's
swarm the jumping beans
crazy.
and dig their way into them, but in reality, they didn't really react to them. So I had to expose the juicy prey inside by cutting them open myself
cheating.
and putting them right
Bro,
Okay,
next to
this
them.
guy is
guy
playing
is-
God.
This
He
guy's
is
cheating.
evil.
Well, it's safe to say that the ants enjoyed the soft membrane caterpillars.
These
that
ants
they
have
could
it so
split in
easy.
half with their
This is
hands.
like when my
I don't
mom
think I
chewed
can
my
watch.
food for me
Yeah,
when I was
that's
younger.
actually pretty brutal, if I'm being honest. The colony slowly started to
That
build
must
up their
hurt so
food
bad.
supply at their home base with seeds and the
are
caterpillars.
they eating?
And of course, the excess food led the queen to start laying more and more eggs. And after only a
Yes!
few days, the colony's
More,
population
more,
was getting ready
more,
to boom.
more.
So to
I want to see more clips of the queen just like spitting out her eggs.
Why? You want like a queen cam?
Well, I want to see the ants grow into the colony that they are.
Wait, I'm pretty sure ants are born and then they're like full size and they're just like ready to go. I don't think they're babies. I've never seen a baby ant in my entire life.
It has eggs coming out of her.
No, they go from egg to like full-sized worker ant.
Yeah, that's how everything works, Jack. You start as baby and then you get to adult.
I've never seen a baby ant.
They have showed baby ants in this video.
Guys, comment down below a timestamp of a baby ant and I will disprove it.
prepare for all
It's
the
like the
new
yellow
ants, I'm
ants.
gonna build another entire habitat for the ants to explore with all the new predators
Wait,
and
two
prey.
habitats?
So in this weirdly shaped terrarium, I'm building a rainforest. Honestly, it's a little
What?
complicated.
See, that's
on
where they
how I
actually
built it,
live.
So I'm just
Bro,
gonna show
wait
you
a
these
second.
sped up clips.
They're gonna go from the
and-
desert to the rainforest? That is insane.
They're gonna go from a tube to a maze to a desert to a rainforest in 30 days.
These ants aren't gonna know what's what from who's who.
I kind of want this guy to like start running my life. Do I get to move to another house every week? That'd be awesome.
Imagine you open your door every single day and it was just like a new biome. Like, oh, frick, we're in the rainforest. I wasn't ready.
It sounds like you're talking about the seasons. I think that happens, Jack.
Wait a second, it's warm outside now?
Jack,
What?
that happens every day.
What the heck, bro?
I might start my own reaction channel. If you guys want to see that, comment down below. Can't deal with these guys anymore.
And
this guy gonna add in
there
snow
we go.
soon?
I'm gonna first fill up this rainforest with some Kentucky bluegrass seeds. And then
love
I've
their
also got
seeds.
some flightless fruit flies for the ants to get even more food.
Wait,
Wait,
flightless?
flightless.
Of course,
Wait,
that's
that's not
why
even a
there's-
fly. Imagine being called a fly and you can't fly. That's the most pathetic animal I've ever heard of in my entire life.
I don't even know if that's a real animal. I think that dude like cut their wings off. This guy's crazy.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
that thing had wings. I think it's actually what it's called, a flightless
Yeah, but
fly.
it clipped the flying wings.
I think that guy's crazy. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think a flightless fly. That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, let's ask Google.
That is a fallacy.
Food the ants will venture, and within a few minutes, the ants were swarming their new habitat. The flightless fruit flies were the perfect
Flightless
size
fruit
for the
fly.
ants to
It's a
hunt,
thing.
and literally single
so
ants could bring them
weird.
back
That's
to the
so
nest.
sad.
But this wasn't just a food-filled dreamland. There are predators here, and this ant is about to figure out the hard way.
Let's
With one
nickname
wrong
him
turn, the ant
Alec.
makes its way towards a carnivorous Venus flytrap.
No,
Alec, watch
dude.
out. Alec!
The
Alec,
ant
don't do
is
it, Alec!
It's a
afraid,
fly
not
trap.
Alec,
knowing
don't
its
do it.
fly
life
trap.
This
It's
really
a
would be
hedgehog.
So
Alec.
much to
This
live
really would
for.
be Alec.
Foolishly, it fell for
Yep.
the bait.
No,
As Venus
Alec.
That is so
flytraps
Alec.
produce a
Alec, you
sweet
fool.
nectar
I can
to
lure
It's a
him
fly
in with a
trap,
big
not an
net
ant
so
trap,
easily.
dummies.
Alec, you gotta
As
get
the
out of
ant
that.
was busy inspecting the plant,
Oh, no.
the fly trap
Oh, no, Alec.
slowly started to close
God,
its
that is
mouth,
the dumbest
leaving
way to
no
go out. Are you
chance of
serious?
escape for the ant. You could see the ant slightly moving around
God,
inside.
I feel
but
like
over
Alec
time,
wanted
the
that to
Venus
happen.
flytrap will
Oh, so much honey everywhere. Oh, it tastes so good.
That's actually low-key Alec's, like, dream come true. He's trapped with a bunch of food.
I'm just suffocating in food. Oh, no, it hurts. Oh, it hurts so good.
produce a type of acid
Well,
that will
R.I.P.
dissolve
Alec
the
in
poor
the chat.
ant into nothing but
I'm not out yet.
nutrients.
Look, I'm still
But
squirming in there.
carnivorous plants weren't the only thing that ants
Okay,
had to
I think
watch
I'm
out for. As I'm
Yeah,
about
you're
to
dead.
introduce a fierce predator into the rainforest. Something
don't see it.
menacing with excellent
gotta be a
eyesight
spider.
and sharp venomous fangs.
Oh my
Everyone,
goodness.
please welcome Jeremy, my jumping
The
spider.
jumping spider!
I haven't fed Jeremy in days, so I
Jeremy.
expect him to instantly
Yo.
start eating
Why is he
plants.
bragging
Did
about
you hear
that?
him?
I haven't fed Jeremy in 17 weeks, so he's starving.
This guy is crazy.
And I've trapped him in a room and constantly spun him for the last 48 hours. Let's see what
Disney
happens.
Wait, what? Okay, it turns out Jeremy is a little bit camera shy and just instantly went to
Aw.
hide in some plants.
GG's, Jeremy.
I tried to push him out
What
so
a
I could
cutie.
film him eating some of the ants,
Hey,
but he
do
just
something.
went and hid
Do
in another
something.
place where I couldn't even see
the
him.
scene from Nemo.
Well, Jeremy is in this rainforest, and when he does decide to come out, these ants better be careful. Yeah. It was now day 23, and today I wanted to simulate some natural disasters across
There
not
we go,
only
let's
the
go.
rainforest, but
Oh,
also
wow.
the desert to see how the ants will
really?
react. Of course, over in the desert, I'm going to create a sandstorm. So I brought over my hairdryer and turned it on.
Dude, he's flexing on us. How much is that hair dryer? He's got like the $400 one.
That is a crazy hairdryer.
He has that Dyson Double Blow 65,000.
Alec, what hair dryer are you using on that thing?
I'm pretty sure you just blow into his hair every morning.
What is wrong with you guys?
The sand started to fly everywhere, and the ants that were out exploring had to try their best to cling onto the grains of sand that they could.
Jeffrey!
But over
Oh,
in the
no,
rainforest,
he gone.
fog had started to roll in, and a thunderstorm appeared out of nowhere.
These ants are probably so confused.
This rain will play a vital role in making sure the ant colony has enough water to sustain their entire colony. It was nearing the end of the 30-day simulation, and today, on day 28, I wanted to see how the ants would respond to an intruder in their home nest.
I feel like that's such a lame-looking colony.
Yeah, what the heck? They're probably all spread out.
So I removed the glass and put the roach in.
Oh my gosh,
Immediately
this guy's
it
a
fell down to the
shit!
bottom of the nest where there were
Seriously?
no ants. Now to be
That's like imagine somebody just lifted up your roof and dropped in like a 7'5" man just to cause havoc. He's just running around like, wake up, I'm gonna eat your queen, me.
It's like the
That's
Shack
basically what
Delicious.
just happened.
Yeah, I think I'd become friends with him.
To be honest, I thought the ants would
Hey
instantly
dude, the
start
queen's in the
swarming
bag.
roach.
I really hope one of the ant like tames it and then they ride it into battle like a stallion.
And then they start breeding.
Crawled down to the bottom of the nest where there were no
No.
ants. Now, to
Oh,
be
my
honest, I
bad.
thought
We're
the
on the wrong
ants would
page.
instantly start swarming the roach, but it took a few minutes before even the first
we go.
ant had contact with it. The ant got super scared and fell
he's
on his
just
back. But the roach was just as scared, and it
terrifying.
ran all the way
Why
to
is
the
the
exit
roach
of the
scared?
nest. He then
Wait.
crawled out into the desert outworld, never to be seen again. Thankfully, the queen was
Dude, that thing
left
sucked.
unharmed, and the colony got
I thought
to
it was
live
supposed to
another
cause
day.
havoc.
Over the past 30
It
days,
just
the
left.
ants went from a
He
tiny
peacefully
tube
left.
to
See, look,
a
see the yellow one? The
thriving
yellow one's a
nest with
baby.
Wait, let's go back.
multiple
Oh.
The yellow ant. Called it. Told you right there.
Yeah, right
Boom,
there, right
baby
there.
ant.
Wait, how do you know that? It looks like a normal size
Could just
ant.
be a female
It's not
ant.
developed yet. In like tomorrow it'll be brown probably.
So it's like a non-puberty ant.
Yeah, why do you know so
Correct.
much about
It's a
non-developed ants
prepubescent
and
ants.
animals?
But also, wait, but it's like the same size as the other ants.
Yeah, it just went through its growth spurt. Sometimes there's 14-year-old kids who are just as tall as you. Not me, but you.
In this video, I've never seen an ant that's smaller than the normal size ants. They've always been the same size.
How often are you looking at ants, Jack?
That's the queen. The queen's supposed to be. She's got that thicky.
She's got a gat.
I feel like Adam hasn't contributed in this video except for right now.
She's got a gat.
Gat.
Let's get back to the video.
Tube to a thriving nest with multiple ecosystems. Although some of the ants were lost to predators, the survivors were able to prosper until day 30.
My package has arrived.
It's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be a queen, right?
Oh yeah.
No, it's
just
not
got
what it
spun.
looked like.
Wait, it's nothing?
The journey begins
Whoa.
with 2 queen ants. These ladies are
Two?
the heart of the colony. They'll be in charge of building
Yeah,
the
there's
next
multiple
generation.
queens sometimes
I'll
in
be
an ant
putting them
colony.
through a
Don't they like fight though?
Not if they're part of the same colony.
I always thought that there was only one queen, and if there was ever another queen that was born, that they would get kicked out of the colony and have to go start a new one.
No. That's how lions work with lion prides. A lot of times the main lion is the king and there's no other males in the group. But with queen ants, there are multiple queens sometimes, especially in bigger colonies.
I think I'm gonna believe Jack on
know.
this one. Jack definitely seems to know more about animals
I
than
don't
you do,
know.
Alec.
Maybe it's just a specific type of ant that has that many queens, but you guys let us know. You guys are the professionals.
The journey begins with 2 queen ants. These ladies are the heart of the colony. They'll be in charge of building the next generation. I'll be putting them through a series
kind of
of
ants
challenges
are
and
these?
simulate real-world scenarios.
Creeping me out.
For starters, I offered them a little honey.
Honey.
That
I
does
like
not
honey.
look like honey at all. Or is that just me?
I can't wait for the drama with the queens.
Dude, that is not honey. What is that?
There's gonna be so much tea.
They're not really into sweets. Maybe
That's
they're
not
just
honey!
not hungry yet.
Supposedly these ants are assassin ants.
I've decided to give them time
Wait, they
to
can
settle
talk?
in and focus on raising their empire. Day 10, I opened the test
Day
tube,
10 already.
It's
and
literally
it was
just
still
them.
just the 2 queens and a few larvae.
What have they been doing?
I had a gut feeling that one of the larvae
Making
wasn't
babies.
doing so well.
Oh, that's
so I
dead for
carefully
sure.
picked it up to take a closer
Yeah,
look.
that's definitely dead.
Aww. Oh wow, this is
Ugh.
interesting.
It had
So close up.
completely
Doesn't it kind of look like a potato?
Yeah, like a hairy potato.
And a potato.
dried out. Who knows how long ago?
Aw. That's what an
And
ant
then
looks
I
like, guys.
froze. This wasn't just any
Whoa.
larva, it was a drone. You can tell by the long body.
that-
The swollen thorax where wings would grow, and the big head with developed eyes.
That
was
would've been
a male.
Rest in
awesome.
peace, little guy, you had potential.
Rest in peace, little guy, you had
20.
potential.
Our very
Wow.
first worker ant has arrived, and
Yes!
shockingly, she's almost the same size as the queens from a distance. You need laser vision to tell who's the queen and who's the muscle.
Yeah, I was about to
but
say.
what I couldn't stop staring at was her terrifying jaws. I decided to give it
Whoa,
a
those
paper
shots
test
are
run.
insane. Whoa.
Cardboard.
Oh my gosh, it's latched.
That is insane.
So what about iron?
They are aggressive.
They just bite anything that's in front of them.
Day 30,
sword fighting.
It's already day 30.
It's day 30. There's like 4 ants. I thought ants are able to like populate like 1 million a day.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember from the other ant videos that we've watched, but the ants are actually pretty hard to make into a big colony.
It's kind of like, you know how you play those tycoon games and it's so hard to get started, right? For the first couple weeks. But then as soon as you get past that hump, you just start growing like 10x, 100x.
Yes, compound returns.
Yes. So I think once the ant colony starts really expanding, there's probably gonna be way more queens and then everyone's spitting out babies.
It could happen, yeah.
Day 30, the colony has now grown to 3
Oh, yeah, look
worker
at that.
ants. They've started
Is he gonna give them a
dividing
bigger
tasks.
enclosure?
Some take care of the baby
When there's
larvae,
enough.
while others stay on
They're
high
still in their
alert.
starter
There's like
area.
five.
Really take down a living target quickly.
They're in the
I'm
this is the
dropping a
tutorial
live
zone.
worm into the arena.
Oh gosh.
Immediately, a worker ant
The thing is
approached.
huge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's, yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sniffed around
His
for
sound
a bit.
effects.
Snip.
There's so many
Snip
sound
snap.
effects.
It's an assassin. Look at it go.
going, man?
Get
It's
out of
throwing
here.
it back.
Stay away from me.
Dude,
Okay, the
what?
voices are crazy.
Everything's so AI.
What I told you to
Realistically, the voices should be more like.
I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you. Snip, 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 snip.
Why are they having a full-blown conversation? They're fighting to the death right now.
Shout out to Ant Trek. If you need any voice actors, just hit us up.
I would be happy to help.
Alec will do the worms. Adam will do the queens.
You know it, girl.
What
they
I
got
told
it.
you to go somewhere else.
Oh, we got him good there.
Bang, bang,
Oh,
bang,
it's
bang,
fighting
bang.
back.
WWE
is
wrestling.
WWE.
Nobody else even cares.
Oh, now it's cleaning off. Its,
Dude, they're
its
doing a
jaws.
1v1.
Wow, they literally are doing nothing.
He's fighting to become the
Oh,
queen.
he's getting help now. There we
Never
go.
mind. Hey, Ant, behave yourself, and I'll let you go. Otherwise,
Oh, yeah, he's cooked.
This is an
Oh, he's
insane
stinging
battle.
him,
It
he's
has a
stinging him, he's stinging him.
stinger. What the?
That's it.
The prey started thrashing like
This
he
is getting
just
sad.
realized he
Yeah,
was
this
in
is
big trouble.
poor little millipede.
This is what happens in the wild.
Or is this a centipede?
It's a mealworm.
Oh, crap. My
After
bad.
a while, the poor thing had to say its goodbyes. Day 50.
As in it died?
What the heck was the...
Where was the joke
What
there?
was the joke?
It had to say its goodbyes.
Ants, right?
Okay,
What is
cool.
going on? All right. I'm still invested.
After a month of being raised in a test
50
tube,
days. He says
the
a month.
colony has a total of 11 members, including two queens and 9
Get them a
workers,
bigger
along with other
enclosure.
eggs and larvae. At this point, pupal casings have also appeared in the test tube. Compared to other species, Harpagnathos venator has a slower rate of reproduction and maturation for its first brood.
Oh.
Typically,
makes sense.
after 30 days, the queens of other species have already produced a large number of worker ants.
Huh.
The test tube is getting seriously cramped, so I gave them an upgrade.
Yes! Finally,
Whoa.
let's go.
New enclosure.
Looks like a
That thing looks
hamster
big.
I
exhibit.
connected a fresh new tank using a little tunnel.
It looked way
A lone
bigger
worker
when
Yeah.
I first saw
ventured
it.
through
Yeah.
the tube, scouting ahead.
That actually-
it
yeah, that's
explored
actually
the
pretty
new
small.
tank, circling around. This was the perfect nest to relocate to. It returned to inform the
He's
colony.
telling everyone.
Hey guys, new home.
You would not believe what just happened!
Amazing.
Time to move the
it's a
whole
woman.
crew.
Imagine coming back and telling all your friends that just a mansion appeared out of nowhere.
They're pretty much the Christopher Columbus of ants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's probably the man now, or the woman. What man?
They be exploring. Oh yeah, they're all females right now. The first one was the only male.
Whoever found
But
that
then
is
it died.
probably going to become the queen. I would have so much respect. Like, you just found us this new crib. You know what I'm saying? Respect.
She'll be a princess, just like Alec.
Wait, oh my gosh, if we were ants, we'd all be female. Stop.
I gotta get away from Adam as quickly as possible.
Stop, guys.
I gotta buy some dresses.
Start dressing.
Everyone, please remember our larvae. Let's carefully bring them with us to the new house.
Okay,
let
Minnie.
me help you.
Dude,
Awesome.
what are
Could
these
you help
voices?
me carry the larvae over there?
The ant colony has officially completed their big
Red.
move. They wasted no time settling
Oh,
into
wow,
their
yeah.
new home. One corner was quickly chosen
They
as
gotta
the
carry the
nursery
eggs.
baby larvae only, please. And
Oh,
another
nice.
area, heavily guarded, that's the royal suite, reserved strictly for the queens.
Wow, it's so
One of
neat
the
how
coolest
they
things
work
about
together.
This ant species, they can jump. Unlike trapjaw ants like odontomatches.
Whoa,
who
whoa,
launch
whoa,
from
whoa.
the
What the heck?
snapping
They're like
Like cats.
teleporting.
Harpagnathos
Wow.
venator jumps using their back legs just like some
I didn't know
agile
ants could do
predatory
that.
ants. So of course, I had to test it out. I set up a brand new outworld.
Is that
laid
salt?
down some fine
For the
sand,
Ant Olympics.
added a
What
few
is that?
stylish rocks for aesthetics.
It's an outworld.
Oh,
Boom, ready to go.
my bad.
I connected the tube and let the ants explore their new
New
playground.
portal unlocked.
The squad moved in fast.
So I'm guessing the
Then I
queens
added
never
a
go
little
first.
surprise
Oh, God.
at
No,
the
never.
cockroach.
They don't really leave the nest.
Let's see what those jumping legs can really do.
What the? He's just,
Dude.
he's just hanging there.
No, we tied him there. That's
That
actually
is so
sad.
messed
actually.
up.
Bro.
Well, he needs to see if they can jump. Tackle it.
Oh
He's
my
just
God.
teasing him
This
with that
ant
snack.
Just quickly walked away. Not a single
That's like
ant
hanging my
stopped.
buddy Alec up
Not
there.
at all. Wait.
He's the same size.
Do it. Get it. Get it.
Oh my
What the-
God.
You jumped the
They
wrong
did
way?
Not disappoint. Things didn't stop there. The cockroach became the next target with big eyes and
gosh.
sharp
Oh
vision.
no.
Oh my gosh, it's fast.
Dang, he's
scared.
quick. Well, he better be scared. It's an
The ant tracked it
11v1.
Easily, she crept up from behind Anne.
Those are giant ants.
That's a giant cockroach too. How are they supposed to get that
no.
thing?
Oh, no. It got got. It's
Wait,
doing
wait.
judo.
Who's attacking who?
The ant is attacking the cockroach,
Can
Adam.
the cockroach even
Cockroach
attack
is more
back?
of a, it's more of a ground fighter.
Oh. Is he trying to fight back? I think he can take on all these ants.
Maybe. Cockroaches are tough to kill.
Uh-oh, he's going for the queen.
Oh, assassin.
Oh my God.
Assassin.
From the
Loki's
top
stalking.
ropes. From the top ropes. Here he goes.
You can't see me.
He jumped on him. He jumped him.
Just take out the leg.
Whoa.
Hold
Yeah, they're
on
going
a
for the
sec.
legs.
It almost found me.
What?
Okay.
Oh my God.
He's turning this into an anime.
Okay, I guess they're all just gonna get along
Let's just
now.
live in
oh,
peace.
maybe not.
Oh.
I
my
I
gosh.
stand corrected.
So he just latches on with his with those scissor teeth.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
What the-
gosh.
Outcome of the fight is crystal clear.
That ant
right?
is insane.
Thanks to the clever tactics and seriously
It
cool
stabbed
solo
it.
That was a
hunting
little sneak
skills,
attack.
Our jumping ant has won the battle gloriously. Let's all congratulate our little ant.
Oh my gosh, it's stabbing it in the brain.
I don't know if I should clap
Instead of
right there.
enjoying her reward alone,
Wait, what is it doing?
she carefully carried the
Oh
cockroach.
my God!
Imagine the
to her
cockroach
nest to
making a big
savor
brain
warm
play
meal with
and just
her
faking
loved
being
ones.
dead.
She's truly beautiful and kind-hearted.
Wow, they took it to the food
Day
storage
60,
container.
Back at the nest,
day
everything's
60.
business as usual. The
Where'd the
cockroach,
cockroach
from the
go?
last
Oh, there it
hunt-
is.
He's just chilling there.
Yeah, its
Yeah.
body is now surrounded by baby ants. This is how they eat. By munching on whatever the
Yep.
workers bring home like it's a weird little picnic.
Why is it so gross looking?
That is disgusting. It looks like the inside of a human intestine.
It's milking the cockroach.
That is one thing I never need to see in my entire life.
It is a real life leech. That is a leech.
It's like a car crash. Like I don't want to look, but I kind of have to.
That is in a horror movie. Imagine you're just like strapped down and then you got a bunch of like ball-sized leeches just sucking all your nutrients out of you.
Ew. I don't want to be a human Capri Sun.
Alec, that did happen to Alec once when we were camping.
Oh yeah, you got attacked by the bugs.
Yeah, you did get attacked.
I got bit a couple times.
Get choked.
Something's odd. There are only 10 ants in sight, including both queens. Then we spot it near their trash pile. A lone worker ant dead.
No.
What happened?
Our
How
best
did it
guess, it
happen?
was from the first generation. Shorter lifespan, probably just
Dang.
ant
Wow.
retirement forever. A tiny ant society is growing
Did they
stronger,
eat him?
complicated, tough, and
Didn't
full
seem
of
like it.
surprises.
Looked like a
Thanks
graveyard.
for tagging along with Antric. See you in the next episode where these tiny warriors continue their epic, bite-sized journey.